Hello.
If we could start with your team news.
Yeah.
Firstly, Morgan Gibbs-White and Elliot Anderson, how are they looking? Can either of them return this weekend?
We're still tomorrow. We have to assess the players, see how they are improving. Danilo is also improving. Let's see tomorrow how they are, so we can help the team.
And what's the situation with Anthony Elanga?
The same. Still assessing. He came out with a very painful situation, but the docs are taking care of him.
Okay, so all three of them still in contention, possibly.
A lot of people in contention, Christy.
Is there anybody else, any other changes to your team news from last weekend?
In terms of what? In terms of what we miss?
Any other players that have maybe picked up an injury this week in training?
No.
Well, looking back on, it's now been 2 defeats in a row.
Yeah.
Are you concerned about how things are going right now?
Of course, we are concerned. We are concerned when we don't play good and we don't perform as well. We always concerned, but we are always concerned also when we play good and we win, because there are always issues to address and to improve. But of course we are concerned, and when we are concerned, the only solution that we have we work on that aspects, and this is what we've been doing.
We've been talking so much this season about how good you've been defensively. 7 goals conceded in your first 10 Premier League games. It's now been 6 conceded in the last 2. Where have things gone wrong, would you say? How quickly can you change that?
First, we have to give credit to the opponents, because some of those goals they did very well, and it's very difficult to stop them. But there are aspects that we have to look on the defensive aspect of the team. And I always say it's not only the back line, it's the midfield, it's our wingers, our strikers, all these things have to help. But when you have this record in 2 games, the first reaction that we must have as a club, I would say, as a squad, everybody's to say we cannot be this kind of team. We cannot be a team that concedes too many goals, because that gets far away from winning games and getting good performances. Changes totally the dynamic of the game when you score first or you concede first. So that aspect is important to realize. And our reaction is to work hard, and we've been working hard, being very, very aware of that, and the players realize that first objective, clean sheet. Simple as that.
Is there any sense that the players have become complacent at all after having such a good start?
No, Christy, no. It's not, I repeat, the credit to the opponents. We play two very good teams that did very well the offensive part of the game. But I will not say that. It doesn't have to do with that. So we look at the games different. Newcastle, Arsenal, totally different games. But we are focused on ourselves. But complacent it's negotiable. That's not part of us.
You'll have been assessing Ipswich in depth.
Yeah.
What are their strengths? Why have they been able to get those results against Spurs and Manchester United?
They compete very well. They are a good team and compete very well. The energy, the intensity of their actions, they compete very well. It's going to be very tough.
Obviously, it's always hard for teams to come up and perform well straight away in the Premier League.
I know that. I've been there.
Have you been surprised at perhaps some of the attacking football we've seen from them already in the Premier League?
No, in terms of, I don't get surprises in terms of football by himself. There are so many things that we use, footage, videos. So we analyze so deeply all the teams, and there's no surprise. And that's the fact that it's a very competitive league. All the teams are very good. So that said, no surprises.
You'll have talked a lot when things were going so well about not getting too high and too carried away. Mm-hmm. Is it the same now after just 2 bad results? Is it important that the mentality doesn't get dragged down by that?
Of course. The way we approaching is always the same. What's before is not the result before doesn't mean anything. It's always a new chance to improve. When you win, when you lose or you draw, it's always looking forward to the game, knowing that we have to do things right at the city ground, especially. I still believe that home factor it's huge for us, especially. Let's take advantage of the help of our fans. But it's life. It's life. It's how long you stay in that moments for. Okay, how long, and how you bounce back.
Let's just ask about Olareina and a potential new contract for him. Where are things at right now with that?
Yeah, look, I think things are going well. I am a coach. I give my opinion. We love what Ola is doing. We love him as a player, as a person. But there are other people in the club that take care of their discussions.
Great. All the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kirsty. Damien.
Hi, good
Hello,
afternoon.
Damien.
Jota has made a real impact off the bench this season. He's very popular with the fans. How close is he to getting a start this weekend and going forward?
As close as all the players in the squad, as close as all the players in the squad, with the exception of the injured players. It's always a discussion, a moment that we decide things. I think he's doing well. Giving impact in the team, helping. And we've been patient enough to realize that when the chance comes, he has to take it.
Elanga has had a harder season this time round. I don't think he's scored yet so far this season.
But he'll do it. He'll do it.
Has he had something of a crisis of confidence?
I don't say not crisis, but you have to realize that players that, especially offensive players, that rely so much on their individual abilities to unbalance the team needs confidence, and is searching for that moment. And what is important is this belief that things are going to come, the way he works, the way he looks for things, the way he tries things. And just up to us to give him confidence and the trust that he's going to perform the same way that he did before, and even better.
Thanks, Damien. Jordan, anything?
Hello.
Liam's really performing this season.
Yeah.
How do you go about coping with kind of a big, tall, strong striker like that in terms of your back line? How do you go about kind of stopping him getting those all-important chances?
First of all, we have to try and control the delivering. Who makes the pass? Who creates the situation? If you can control that, you can minimize the options of Delap. He's a good player. He's a very young striker that is doing really well, and we try as a team.
Do you think Ipswich should be quite hopeful of getting results, considering you've just come off the back of 2 losses and they're unbeaten in their last 3? Do you think that this is going to be a big game in terms of that?
It's always going to be a big game. I believe that every team and every coaching staff, every squad, every player believes that going for the game with only one thing in their minds, to win. So I believe that we will come here and try as the same, and I can assure to you that we are in the same page. We're going to do everything that we can do to get a good performance and a good result.
And I know you take it on a game-by-game basis.
Yeah.
Looking ahead to some of your games, you've got Man City at home, Man United at home as well, and then Villa at
Yeah.
Forest Ground as well.
And you can continue. All December is going to be very tough.
Is there more pressure now to get points at Ipswich, considering that you've got exceptionally tough games coming up ahead?
No, because the points are the same in all the games, and all the teams are so tough to play against. There's no difference in our approach to the way we look at opponents. First, Saturday, then we think about the rest, realizing that I know better than you the schedule, believe me.